Am I the asshole for going on a date instead of taking care of my brother's kid? So for some info, I 24M live at home with my parents working full-time as a chef. My brother is 21 and got a girl pregnant at 16, and his girlfriend and my nephew both live in the same roof. When I was younger I was jealous that my brother started dating before me, but not anymore now, lol. So anyways, I'm part of a writing group, and I asked out a girl I've known for a while and she said yes, she's a nurse, so we both work weird hours. The only time we were both free is on Monday, so we're getting breakfast together, then we're going to the movies. Now usually I look after my nephew then because I work the dinner shift, but I told my brother that I couldn't because I'm going on my first ever date. He said no worries and wished me luck, but his GF started freaking out at me. She said that they couldn't afford a babysitter then, and mum and dad are both working. I shrugged and said that it's not my kid, to which my brother agreed. She said I was being an inconsiderate asshole. Was I wrong here? Not the asshole. Enjoy your date. You didn't commit to be there for a kid no matter what, that's a parent's job description. You gave them lots of notice, now it's their problem. Not the asshole. You don't owe anyone free babysitting. They need to have a backup plan, and you deserve to find someone special. Your brother's GF is the only selfish a-hole in this situation. Have a great date. Not the asshole. I think his GF is getting a little too comfortable with having you always available. She's an adult and a mother. She needs to sort out her shit. Not the asshole. Their child, their responsibility. Your brother seems to get that. Your brother's girlfriend does not. I would explain to her that if she continues to act this way, she'll need to find a babysitter all the time. You aren't hired help and your kindness is being exploited. Not the asshole. Their kid, their responsibility. Enjoy your date. Not the asshole. You're doing this as a favor, not getting paid, and you gave them advance notice. Have fun on your date. Not the asshole. It's not your child. If they can't afford a babysitter, that's a them problem, not a you problem. Not the asshole. Sounds like you have been babysitting quite a lot. Have fun with your date. Not the asshole. She's expecting a bit much of you. After all, you do have a life too. Not the asshole. You are entitled to your own life too. You did inform your brother, and you shouldn't make it a habit for them to depend on you to babysit. Not the asshole. You have given them plenty of notice to make other arrangements. All the best for your date. Here we go again on Reddit. Another entitled parent who expects people to be ready 24 hours to babysit their own child. Not the asshole. Enjoy your date. If the GF can't afford a babysitter, then don't have a baby in the first place. Homie, go enjoy yourself on your date, lol. You're a good guy for looking after their kid as much as you do as is. Not the asshole. Have fun on your date, and absolute respect to your brother for actually being a good human being and not taking your favor as if it's your job like his GF did. Not the asshole. Brother's GF is an AH for blowing up at you. She is not entitled to free childcare. Yes, having your typical childcare plans change is a pain, but it's not impossible to work around, as I have done before myself. What if you were sick? Would she still send the kid to you? Just because she chooses to have a child with your brother doesn't mean you are also on the hook. Go live your life and ignore her insanity. At least your brother has some sense. Enjoy your date. So, if you were to move out to your own place, she'd call you an asshole because they would no longer have you as their personal, free babysitter. You should sum up all the hours spent with your nephew and tell her what that would have cost them in babysitting fees. This may put things into perspective for her. The audacity. You are not the asshole. OP. Not the asshole. You still get to have a life outside your nephew and brother and his GF. They can find a babysitter for one day. You need to say no more often. Not your child, not your responsibility. Not the asshole. Not your circus. Not your monkeys. This is why you don't have a kid when you're a teenager. Not the asshole. And if she starts to insist you be available every Monday and refuses to let this go, start charging her. Not the asshole, not your kid, not your problem. Good luck on your first date. Not the asshole. It's a favor, not an obligation. If she's freaking out so badly, then it's time it stopped. Take back your days. Not the asshole OP. Not your kid, not your responsibility. And are not your child, not your responsibility. Not the asshole, but it's kind of you to try to be introspective and seek outside advice, and be considerate of your bros GF. However, she needs to get over this change in plans and form a backup plan with your brother. It's kind of you to even babysit in the first place, since it seems like they're not paying you anything either. Since this is your life, and they have no business there, she can go sulking in the basement or something. You have every right to date. Only because they were doing the deed unprotected at 16 doesn't mean you are not allowed to date at 24. They are responsible for babysitting first and foremost. Not the asshole. You're going to have your own life. Your brother's baby mama disagrees. Too bad for her. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Sounds too like the help you provide isn't properly recognized. Always a shame when parents don't actually realize what people who don't have any responsibility do for them. Not the asshole, but your brother seems alright. GF, not so much. Enjoy your date, good luck. Not the asshole. She sound entitled, it's her kid, her responsibility, end of story. Not the asshole, but I would cut back on babysitting, especially when she asks, since she thinks she's entitled to your time. Not the asshole. You are absolutely right. I'd make myself less available for babysitting after that because she is way too entitled. Not the asshole, when a favor becomes expectation, that is the time to stop doing it. She sounds like an ingrate. Her and your brother should be looking for permanent childcare. They decided to have a child when neither of them were ready to. Live your life and don't feel guilty. Not the asshole, she is a little too comfortable. I would start doing it a little less, because what does she expect when you move out? My reaction would be to never look after the kid at all for an extended period. I am thinking like at least 3-4 months here, unless for a genuine life-threatening emergency. She is way too complacent about her free childcare, so you need for her to find a way to deal with this. Ask her what she would do if you moved away or got hit by a bus. Then tell her to go ahead and start doing that anyways. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, enjoy your date. Not the asshole, not your kid, not your responsibility. Not the asshole, not your kid, not your problem. Not the asshole at all. In any circumstance here. You have been babysitting and I think she is starting to feel like it is a done deal and you are her go-to person. Which is good, but it is also not, as you can be taken advantage of and guilt-tripped unless they have another person available. Which is not your problem. No way, not the asshole. USIL is taking advantage of you. Your availability is causing her to assume you are the boy's nanny. Don't do it, man. And start planning to leave without telling them, and be quiet about it or they may sabotage your attempts to leave. Not the asshole. You're not her servant. If I were in your shoes, I'd stop babysitting from now on just because she needs to get the fuck over her entitlement. Not the asshole. You gave notice and help out and paid. Frequently. Sounds like you help out way more than you